So if we had find the value of f of minus 5 and f of x is 3x to the power 4 plus 2x to the power 3 plus 4x. So let's have a look how to set up our polynomial long division. Okay, so first of all we need to know that we need to change this minus to a plus, so we have x plus 5, and the other important fact is that we have to have all the x's in descending powers, so we'd have to have a 4, 3, there's no 2 but we'd have to add a 2, so this would become 3x to the power 4 plus 2x to the power 3 plus 0x to the power 2 plus 4x, and then you can have a plus 0 if you want. Now we do our long division. So let's just do our working out on the side here. First of all we have to divide our 3x to the power 4 by x, so we have 3x to the power 4 divided by x, and this gives us 3x to the power 3. Now we multiply, so we have the 3x to the power 3 multiplied by the 5, and this gives us 15x to the power 3. Write this underneath, so 3x power 3 times x is 3x to the power 4 plus 3x to the power 3 multiplied by 5 is 15x to the power 3. Now we subtract. Be careful of positives and negatives. Here we'd get 0, here we'd get minus 13x to the power 3. Bring our 0x down. Now we get our minus 13x to the power 3 and divide this by x and write the answer at the top, and this would give us minus 13x to the power 2. Now we multiply, so minus 13x squared multiplied by x is minus 13x cubed plus 13x squared multiplied by 5 is, there's a minus, so this would be minus, so minus 13x times 5 is minus 65x squared, and then we bring down our 4x, so be careful of the minuses. Now we subtract 13x cubed minus 13x cubed minus minus is a plus, so that will leave us with 0. Remember there's a minus minus going on here as well, so this would give us a plus 65x squared, and we'd have our 4x. Okay. Now we repeat the process, so we have 65x squared divided by x, and that gives us 65x squared. Now we multiply our, write the answer down here, so this would be plus 65x. Now we multiply our 65 by our 5 and we get plus 325x. We subtract the 2 and we get 321x. So we'd write our 321x divided by our x gives us plus 321. Multiply the 321 by the 5 and we get our remainder. 321 times 5 is 1065. If we were to put minus 5 by the remainder theorem into this polynomial, so here we'd substitute x as minus 5, here we'd substitute x as minus 5, here we'd substitute x as minus 5, the answer would be 1065. Now that polynomial long division that we just did seems like a long-winded way of going around trying to figure out the answer. Why couldn't we just put it into the polynomial and get the answer? Well, there is an easier way, and that's called synthetic division. And synthetic division, we use a table like this, and we, for our 3x to the power 4 plus 2x to the power 3 plus 0x to the power 2 plus 4x plus our 0, we just write distance. So here we'd have our, for x to the power 4, 3, 2, 0, 4 and 0, and we're going to do this synthetic division. Rather than using x plus 5, we always use the minus 5. So we would use the minus 5. Now we bring the 3 down, multiply the 3 by the minus 5, we get minus 15. In this synthetic division, rather than subtract, we add. So now we add the minus 15 and the 2, we get minus 13. Minus 13 times minus 5, 65. Add, we get 65. 65 now, we multiply by the minus 5, we get 3, 2, 5 minus, now we add, we get 3, 2, 1, and now we multiply our 3, 2, 1, there's a minus there, we add we multiply our 3, 2, 1 by the minus 5 and we get the remainder 1, and we get the remainder 1605. So this is a quicker way of doing the division and getting the remainder, and this is called synthetic division. The factor theorem, if we had f minus 4 and we wanted to know was that a solution to say x power 6 plus 5x to the power 5 plus 5x to the power 4 plus 5x to the power 3 plus 2x to the power 2 minus 10x minus 8. For minus 4 to be a solution, then our synthetic division or our polynomial long division has to equal 0. If it doesn't equal 0, it's not a solution. So that's the factor theorem. Quickly go over a slightly harder question. So we're going to do this polynomial long division. So start off with our 3x cubed divided by our x squared, and we get 3x. 3x multiplied by x squared is 3x cubed. 3x times or multiplied by minus 2x is minus 6x squared. And then 3x multiplied by 5 is 15x. Okay, now we subtract 3x cubed minus 3x cubed is 0, so leave that blank. Minus 2x squared minus x cubed becomes a plus, so that will be 4x squared. Now we take our 4x squared, we put our, now x minus 15x is minus, so we have 1x minus 15x is minus 14. And then we bring our 7 down, plus 7. Now we have our 4x squared divided by our x squared, and this gives us our 4, so this would be plus 4. Plus 4 multiplied by x squared is 4x squared. Plus 4 times minus 2x is minus 8x, and plus 4 multiplied by 5 is plus 20. Now we subtract again. Minus 4x squared, when we subtract these two positives we get 0, so leave that blank. Minus 14x minus minus, so we're doing a plus, so that would give us 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, so it'll be minus 6x, and then our plus 7 minus 20 is minus 13. So as a quotient, we have 3x plus 4, and as our remainder we have minus 6x minus 13. If the question asks how would we get no remainder, for a no remainder we would have to add plus 6x plus 13. So our new polynomial would be 3x cubed minus 2x squared plus 7x plus 20.